This video, we're going to be going through producing an order inside of the Heat and Cool admin. So what you're going to do first is go to HeatAndCool.com. If you go /admin, you're going to notice that now you're logged into the back end. And this is a little bit different than the previous screen, which is Magento 2. This is actually Magento 1. And when you log into the back end here, you can just perform a search for any customer. You'll notice their information comes up. And if you want to reset that filter, you click this button here that says Reset Filter. You can also filter for our items when you go to Catalog and Manage Products. If you want to type in, let's say HCKPI, enter. It'll bring up all of the SKUs that are like that item. So you click on it. And in this general tab, which is where you are, you're able to look at the name, the SKU. You can modify the description. You can tell that the status of this item is actually disabled. That means that it's not able to be purchased. You can look at the last day that it was imported from NetSuite, because NetSuite synchronizes items from its database to the Heat and Cool admin. You'll notice here that you've got key specifications, and then finally you have the pricing component. So this is a very detailed area that you would need to be trained on. But the way that the items function is that they need to have this general data on them. They need to have pricing information. And the inventory section is what determines whether or not that product will be in stock or out of stock. If you wanted to change it to out of stock, you would select this menu item here. Items that have custom options like drop-down menus and that kind of thing, you could always find them in here. As you add a new option, you can determine whether or not you want a radio button or a drop-down menu, and what you want the insides of that custom drop-down menu to be. And we have a number of items that are created that way, and we don't have a problem training you in order to let you see more on how that works. The related products area is what actually controls those products that you see on the front end. For instance, if you go here to HeatAndCool.com and you go to any item, if you ever want to add let me refresh. Yeah, if you notice here, accessories area. This accessories area is being controlled by the related products that are assigned to it. So the more products that you add here to this section, the more that they will appear here on this end. Okay. So now that we've seen a little bit about the back end, let's go ahead and create an order. I'll go to Sales and Orders, create new order. Just like you saw in the previous video, you've got to select the customer first. Select this one. And then you have to add a product. I'll just go with this first one here. And then you click Add Selected Products to Order. Scroll down to the bottom. We're going to use check by mail because this is a sample test that we're doing here. Click on Get Shipping Methods and Rates. And then click Submit Order. So now this order has been created in the back end, and this is how all of the orders were essentially, placed on the website. The only difference is the customer did it themselves rather than us doing it on the back end. If you notice, there's a unique number here for the order ID, and that's going to be different for every customer in the database. Next, we're going to be showing you a little bit about how NetSuite works and how it's connected to this system.